Suggestions for ways to become a member of the Sephora Squad. Creating content. 2, creating content that resonates. So you don't just pick up this Grande Cosmetic lip plumper and say, I like it, and that's it, and put it on. No. Talk about the reason why you like it. Talk about what it does to the lips. And then focus on not only fragrance, beauty, and skincare and hair care. Because Sephora does not only sell fragrance, they sell skincare, beauty, hair care, and fragrance. Someone said, how long have you been on your lock journey? Do you retwist them? Do you retwist them you? So I guess they mean, do I retwist them myself? Abby, what's next for you after the Sephora Squad? And welcome back, by the way. I'm so happy to be back. What's up, my cherry bombs? Welcome back to another video, you guys. Today is not like your traditional video. We're doing a life update. Where have I been? What have I been doing? And what's going on with me mentally, physically, emotionally? We're just gonna jump right into it. I had asked you guys to ask me some questions on my Instagram stories and my Instagram broadcast and on YouTube. So we're just going to get right into it. Just for the sake of this video, I will not be answering any perfume questions. This is literally a life update since you guys have been drilling me with questions, and I did go 2 weeks without posting on YouTube, and I'm so sorry about that, but we are back. Obviously, by the time you see this video, I have been back, and while I give you guys the update, we'll be doing my makeup. All right, so let's get right into it. Y'all already know I have to do my eyebrows before I even get into these questions, so let me do my eyebrows first. Enjoy how I do my eyebrows, and then we're gonna really dive in to the questions. All right, you guys, so eyebrows are done. They're not my favorite, but they will have to do. It's always like this when I get in front of the camera, so yeah. But obviously I washed my face before the video. That's why I'm a little ashy. Mind your business, girl. It's gonna come together. So the first question we have is, what's your favorite thing to do on vacation and your husband's favorite things to do on vacation? So when I'm on vacation, I like to have fun, okay? I like to do adventurous things. I like to also relax. We like to try different types of foods, and he's more of the more relaxed type of person because he does work a 9 to 5 and he does not work from home like I do. So for him, he really enjoys that relaxation that he gets on vacation. He will do things with me, but like at least for the first day or two, he really want to do like slow things or things that's more relaxing, such as massages and, you know, like soft food tours, nothing too insane, going by the pool. During our Hawaii vacation, we've had a lot of spa days, because if you guys pay attention to the vlog, you know, I was vlogging the whole thing, but I really wanted it to be about us. So we did have spa days where we literally relaxed. The day that we went to the pool that morning was basically like half of a, you know, spa day. When I started filming that part, it was in the afternoon. So there's that. We've had really cute romantic dinners where we did not share that much information as well. So I'm down with the relaxation too. Like, I'm not mad at it, especially with the Hawaii trip, y'all. That was 12 hours combined, 3 hours and a half to Dallas, and then 8 hours and 30 minutes to Honolulu from Dallas. So yeah, and y'all know we coming from Florida. So we really wanted to relax the first day. And the funny thing is, the first day that we got there, it was 2 p.m. So our time, it was literally nighttime, like 11 p.m. We literally traveled all day, but when we got there, it was only 2 p.m. So we literally spent that whole day in bed, in the room, just chilling after we bought our food to eat, and we went to sleep early. So the next day, that's when the adventure and the real relaxation started. So that's what we like to do on vacation. Next question is, what have you done when you have felt undervalued in your life? I honestly felt like my whole entire life I felt undervalued until I decided to be selfish, because everyone around me was being selfish. You know, I was helping a lot of people with my time and my sweat and, you know, my youth. And during that time, while I'm helping them, they're helping themselves by getting their degrees, you know, they're doing what they had to do. And then I realized that I was just sitting back and just looking at everybody grow, and I wasn't growing not one bit. It was to a point where I looked at myself and I compared, which is not good, but I was comparing myself to the people that I was helping, and we were down like, what, 3 years down the road, and they are purchasing new cars, finishing up degrees, and I'm still in the same broke home. Like, I'm still broke. I don't have nothing under my name. I was literally feeling undervalued because I felt like I was hyping everybody up, and while I was putting that effort, no one was taking their time to do that for me because I was helping them. They didn't have the time to help me. So I just feel like I was always undervalued. And the moment I focused on myself and put myself first in my life, when people would ask me for help, I was like, no, I'm busy doing something. First of all, it was really hard for them to hear that because I was never saying no. I never said no. You want to come over to my house? Okay. You want to watch my kids? Okay. You want to do this? You want to do that? Okay. It was never a no. So the moment I said no, it was weird. And I had to stand my ground, And when I did that, y'all, that's how I got over it. So if you feel like you're undervalued in your relationship, in your friendships, at work, start putting yourself first. Because 9 times out of 10, you're probably not putting yourself first. You're putting everybody else first before you. It's not selfish. It's really not. If you think about it, everyone's doing that. So yeah, that's what I did. I put myself first, girl. Someone said, if you don't like a fragrance, do I tell the sponsor the truth? First of all, before we even start a partnership, they usually would ask if you like the fragrance, if it's a popular fragrance. And if it's a fragrance that just came out, they always want your honest opinion. They don't want you to go lie. And my contracts with my partnerships, even if they were to write in the contract like she has to talk good about the product, we wouldn't even carry on. We wouldn't carry on with the partnership because we have to have honesty, especially with my brand, like what I give. Like, there's some creators I know, like they will go as far as creating a whole, how do you say this? Accent. Okay. Like, they really thrive off of being fake, and I'm not. And my management know the vision and they know what I'm about. And I'm all about being honest with you guys. You guys already know when I like a fragrance. Y'all know when I like a makeup product. Y'all know when I like something, because I'm going to always wear it. If I don't wear it on social media, you guys will see it on me during my vlogs, on my day-to-day vlogs. So you guys know what I really like. So there's no point for me to really like pretend like I like something, okay? There's no point. So yeah, I do tell the sponsors that I don't like them. And if it's something that they're like, okay, if you don't like it, what do you like, from our brand? Because most of the time it's a fragrance company that has a lot of fragrances, unless it's a new launch. If I don't feel comfortable talking about it, they will understand. And I'm not a rude person as well. And I'm a very versatile person. So I like a lot of fragrances. And most of the brands that comes to me for partnerships, it's because I've talked about their fragrance a lot. So it's not like a new brand where, they're guessing and they want. Like, for example, I've worked with Sol de Janeiro 2 times now, and I'm praying that I work with them again, but they know that I like them because I've talked about them before I even worked with them. So yeah, but if it's a brand that's launching a new fragrance and they really want to know like if I like it or not, they always give a specific time frame for us to review the fragrances. Like any fragrance campaign that you guys see that I do, we always review it first, and then we have a few weeks with it. So yeah, and if we don't like it, you're just not gonna see the campaign. And if we do like it, there's that. I'm gonna go ahead and put on my lashes on, and then I'll be right back with the questions. So I got my lashes on. I'm gonna go in with this new moisturizer that I got from Summer Fridays. It is their Mini Cloud Dew Gel Cream Moisturizer. And like I said, my face is definitely dry, and my hands are probably gonna be ashy too with all the makeup that I'm touching and opening and closing, whatever the case may be. So yeah, my face is very dry. So let's go ahead and moisturize before we work on our base. And while we're moisturizing, we're gonna jump into the next question. The next question is, do I have kids? Now, I'm assuming this is a new cherry bomb because most of my cherry bombs know that I do not have any kids. I am completely kidless. I do have a stepson though, and he is 11. His name is Elijah, and he is probably the sweetest kid that you'll probably ever meet, and the most strict and direct kid that you'll ever meet. He's amazing, and yeah, but I don't have any kids. Do I want kids? Maybe. Of course I do. I want to give Mark a child, but I feel like with the way my career and the direction is heading, I don't want to bring a child into it just yet. I want to enjoy my husband a little bit more. And I know once you have a kid, it will be probably the best gift in your life, but it's also another job that will never end for the rest of your life. So I'm not ready to start that job just yet, but I'm not against doing it either. So there's that. Is there a max number of perfume in a perfume collection? A perfume collection for me ideally is a fragrance collection that has 7 fragrances. You have a fragrance for every day and a fragrance for every occasion. With 7 fragrances, you have a daytime fragrance, you have a nighttime fragrance, you have winter, fall, spring, and summer, and you also have a special occasion type of fragrance, and you have a sleeping fragrance, a fragrance that you don't mind wearing to bed. And you have a fragrance that you wear when you don't feel like wearing a fragrance. So ideally, there is no specific number, but if I had to make up a rule, I feel like the perfect fragrance collection is 7 specific fragrances. So yeah, this is my first time using this primer by Vanessa Myricks, and everyone said that it is amazing. Even Fumi Monet said it was amazing. So I am trying it now. It is the Yummy Skin Water Powder Serum, and this is how it looks. It is supposed to be a water powder, and it goes really nice on the skin, and I feel like it blends in really well, and it looks like it's going to be matte. I did do a hydrating moisturizer that gives like a glowy finish, so there's that. Hey Abby, what's next for you after the Sephora Squad? And welcome back, by the way. I'm so happy to be back. I'm so happy to be back for the Sephora Squad. I would love to still be part of the Sephora Squad. I would love to still work with the Sephora Squad because the Sephora Squad have changed my life. Like, y'all have no idea how blessed I have been with the Sephora Squad. It really changed my life. It opened up doors for me that I didn't think that I would have had. But after the Sephora Squad, since this year is to an end, if I don't resign with the Sephora Squad again, I would love to look at my possibilities for other brands. Of course, I've worked with other brands, but I still want to hit 100K. The goal was to hit 100K by my birthday, but that's not happening only because my birthday is next week and I'm still at 77K, which I'm not mad at. I want to go to more brand trips. I want to rebrand myself for lifestyle as well. I don't only want to do fragrance. And I will never stop doing fragrance, but I don't want to just be in that box, which I feel like I've done a really good job at, taking myself out of that fragrance box. And I'm trying my best to put more lifestyle. So I really want to rebrand. I also, never know. I might want a fragrance out. I want more collabs, like partnerships. I don't want to just work one done. I want full-blown partnerships. And I feel like there are brands that I've been working towards and they're kind of like getting into that zone with me, but I'm not sure yet. I want to sign a 6-month contract, a 1-year contract, 2-year contract with brands. So those are my goals right now. And then outside of that, I just want to build my life with my husband, possibly bring a child into the mix. Who knows? But those are basically like what's next, honestly. And the biggest thing is God, I want him to take control. So that's another reason why I really have not thought of or planned what's really next, because I really want God to be in the mix and for him to take control. And I want not only for me to be stable, but my family. I really, honestly, forget me right now. I really want my family to be stable. I want every one of my siblings to be at a place where, they're comfortable financially, spiritually, mentally, and physically. Those are things that I am praying for outside of things that I really want. So yeah, that's what's next for me, girl. Nothing too exciting, right? Yeah, I really like that question. All right, let me set my face, because usually when I'm setting my face, I really can't talk. Oh, actually, before I do that, I seen this hack where they said to spray your face first before setting it, like using the setting spray first. So I'm gonna do that. But I usually always go in with my foundation brush to blur out the edges of the concealer. I'm gonna go in with the Charlotte Tilbury. All right, time to set this face. I'm using the Fenty Pro Filter because it's matte and it's honestly the only one that I've really been loving so far. The other ones just have not been working for me. So I set with that kinda, and I'm gonna go ahead and bake with the Patrick Star. Wow. The One Size Ultra Peach. This is one of their newest powders. Dude, you just put a little bit under my eye. Next question is, what is one thing you wish you knew before doing YouTube? One thing I wish I knew before starting my YouTube channel is not wasting my time on doing research, on trying to do my branding tools, on trying to do, just trying to make my page look super pretty. I felt like I wasted all my time doing that, because during the time that I wasted doing that, I could have been creating content. Because now that I am a YouTuber and I am getting brand deals, I realized that the most important thing is actually creating the content, editing it, and dropping it. So that's what I wish I knew. I wish I did not focus on trying to figure out what videos work, what content works, what strategy works. What I wish I knew was to just create the content. And a lot of people said that when I was doing my research, but I didn't believe that it was that easy. And really, it was that easy. I used to waste hours in the beginning. Just in the beginning, like, I feel like I didn't waste that much time, to be honest with y'all, but I still feel like that little time that I did was wasted, My biggest advice is to start, and don't start and be lazy. Like, if you have videos to edit, don't just be laying around just watching TV and chilling, going out with your friends. Edit those videos, okay? Because trust me, you're never going to be in the position that I am and other creators are if you're just sitting around just recording the videos and just letting them sit and not editing them. For me, and this is like, I'm putting y'all on, but like for me, when I edit my videos or when I film a video, if I have time or if I was not working on a campaign or anything, I start editing it right then and there. The moment you film, edit it and drop it, because you just never know what video is gonna take off. You don't know if that was the video that's gonna make you financially free. One of my most popular videos was my comparison between Dolce & Gabbana Light Blue and Dolce & Gabbana. And can y'all believe that video has been sitting on my hard drive for 2 months before I edited it? That was the video that was gonna put me in the fragrance community. And it sat on my hard drive for 2 months and I almost deleted it. Can y'all believe that? So yeah, ever since I did that and I realized that that video literally got me into the fragrance community, and it's the reason why I'm here today. I have never edited a video and just let it sit more than 1 week. What is the best way to prepare our bodies for our fragrances or our scent? Obviously, everybody knows this, but showering is one. We have to shower. While your body is damp, you could dry your body off, but while it's damp, that's when you put in your moisturizer and your oil. I like to do a body butter, and then I like to do a body oil. That's the way I do it. And then I apply my fragrance on my body. I put on my clothes and I apply my fragrance. But yeah, do your regular shower routines. I always exfoliate my body. I've been slacking lately, I'm not even gonna lie. But for the most part, I always exfoliate, and then I put on my fragrance or my body butters on damp skin. I'm putting on this blush from Juvia's Place, baby. And I've been wearing like a dark fall like shade for my blush, but I'm like, oh my gosh, it's summertime. Bring out the pink, baby. So that's what I'm doing today. Pink blush it is. I'm not really a cream blush type of girl. Sometimes I'll do it just for the fun of it, but I'm not really a cream blush type of girl. I am more of a powdered blush. I need the pigment. I like powder more, because honestly, I realize when you put the cream blush on, and I have some cream blushes that I really love, but when you put cream blushes on, by the time you put on your powders, you still got to go back on it with powder. So like, what's the real point? That's how I be feeling. Someone said, how long have you been on your lock journey? Do you retwist them? You? So I guess they mean, do I retwist them myself? Okay, so I've been on my lock journey. July 13 will be 2 years. So I'm almost 2 years. Literally next month, I'm like on my 11th month this month. No, not 11 months. Child, all right, it's definitely 24 months. So yeah, I'm on my 23rd month this month. Girl math. So next month will be 2 years. and I'm excited. I'm loving my hair. I only tried to retwist it one time, and girl, that did not work. Okay, it wasn't bad, but my neck, my back, and my arms was hurting. I have a total of 120 locks. I had 21, but I had to combine one because I don't know what happened, but it was just holding on by its own thread. And I don't really put tension on my hair like that, besides when I do the styles. And it may look like it's tight, but it really isn't. So I don't know what was going on with that. But yeah, I've been locked for about to be 2 years, and I don't retwist them myself. I go to a loctician in the Central Florida area, and she is everything. Okay, she is the bomb, and I love her. Her name is Chantel, and I'll put her information in the description box below for y'all. What inspired you to keep pushing when events are not going your way? I've been through a lot in my life, but the number one thing that inspires me to keep going is the reason why I started in the first place. Why did I start this YouTube channel? Why did I even get into this relationship with this person, right? So that way I can live with them for the rest of my life. So that way I can change people's life and inspire girls and guys to know, like, you know, you can still feel sexy after marriage. You can still feel sexy after having a baby. You don't have to spend a lot of money on fragrances. You don't have to spend a lot of money on your makeup to look put together. You do not have to buy a wig to look beautiful. You can look beautiful in your own crown. That's the reason why I started. And then of course I wanted something new, I wanted something different, and I wanted to make money. Because if anyone out there saying that they started content creating because of the love they have is not for the money, that's a lie. Because you wouldn't spend your time doing it if you didn't know that there would be money in the long run. So yes, but the main reason why I started is because I really love technology, and I noticed that I was an influencer before I even knew. Like whatever I did, everybody wanted to do the same thing. I used to get upset about that, but my husband was like, girl, have you ever thought that the reason why people are copying you all the time is because you probably inspire them to do something good, or you open up their mind to a different avenue? And I'm like, I didn't think about that. He's like, yeah, that's a good thing that people want to be like you. You've been an influencer for most of your life. Any suggestions for ways to become a member of the Sephora Squad? Creating content, making sure that your content looks better than everybody else in your category, okay? One thing that the Sephora Squad really likes is people that stands out. 1, 2, creating content that resonates. So you don't just pick up this Grande Cosmetic lip plumper and say, I like it, and that's it, and put it on. No. Talk about the reason why you like it. Talk about what it does to the lips. And then focus on not only fragrance, beauty, and skincare and hair care. Because Sephora does not only sell fragrance, they sell skincare, beauty, hair care, and fragrance. So, and just stand out. Don't expect Sephora to put you on the Sephora Squad and you only upload 1 or 2 times a month. That's not gonna happen. Because when it comes to this workload that they give us, you have to be on point. So if you deal with anxiety and depression and that stops you from creating, I feel like you should handle that first. And then, because if you're not in a good mind space, you're not gonna be able to create. And if you're not creating consistently, you won't be able to succeed. Now, of course, it has a personality. You can't be dry. And I'm not telling you to be like me, but I'm telling you to be yourself. Okay? So, yeah. And don't think that you can't apply because you only have 200 followers. No, you can apply at 100 followers, because that's not what it is. It's honestly not about the following or the referral messages that they made us do. It's not about that. They help, but it's really not about that. Because I know people that only had 1, like they literally only had 1, and they made the Sephora Squad. And I know people that had 5,000 responses and they didn't make it. So I hope that answered your question. Do you do any blind buying and any regrets? Oh, I do a lot of blind buying. Most of my Middle Eastern fragrances are blind bought because I can't smell them in store. Do I regret any of them? I don't really think I have any that I regretted, only because when I buy them based off the notes. I don't just buy them off of hype and popularity. I really buy them off of notes. So I can honestly say I have no fragrance regrets as far as blind buying. In the beginning, I did have fragrance regrets, but they were not blind buys. They were like fragrances that I smelled. The reason why I regretted them because I didn't let them sit on my skin and see how it really works on my skin. So I do have some fragrances, well, not anymore because I did get rid of them, but I do have fragrances that I did like in the opening, but I didn't like the dry down. So what I did with them, I just asked my friends if they like them, and then I'll let it sit on their skin throughout their visit at my house, and if they like them, I give it to them. How did you get into fragrance content? You could tell that's a new cherry bomb as well, and I'm so happy to answer that question for you. I got into fragrance content because this channel, which is TheCherysTv, it was supposed to be a couples channel with my husband, where we did pranks, vlogs, and all that good stuff, right? And we started off doing content. It was supposed to be like whatever content I wanted it to be, and also with him. And one day, from the moment I dropped the first video, because I was the one that was editing, all Mark had to do was show up. From the moment I dropped the first video, I knew that this is what I wanted to do. The adrenaline that I got, the hype, the high that I got from creating the video, extracting it, looking at the footage and editing it and dropping it and uploading it and just seeing you guys watch it made me so happy that I couldn't even wait to do the second video. So we were doing videos here and there, and it was always hard to get him to do it because he felt like he had to have his hair cut. He felt like he had to do this. It had to be perfect. And for me, I felt like it did not have to be perfect. You just have to do it, because you just never know. If you're wasting your time waiting for a haircut, you could have created a video last week, and it could have been that video that changed your life forever. So when he was just giving those issues, I said, forget it. One day we got into an argument, and I've shared this story a million times, so Mark doesn't care. He knows it's the truth. One day we got into an argument, and I said to Mark, I'm like, I want to film a video. And he was like, I don't feel like it. He literally said, I don't feel like it. He was just sitting there watching TV, and I felt like he was just wasting so much precious time that we could have been filming content and dropping it. Like, I felt like why he had to watch TV. Like, what are you doing? Like, what is that TV doing for you? So, huge argument, and I decided to film my perfume tray. And I only had 20 fragrances in my collection. And that day, my videos got 400 views. And I felt like I was going viral, because before, all the content that was posted, they didn't get that much views. And of course, it wasn't the beginning of the channel. So I was like, oh, wow, people really want to know about my fragrances and how I smell, because that's another thing I used to get compliments on how good I smelled. And I just never shared it, really. Not because I was a gatekeeper, but because I just didn't want my circle to smell exactly like me all the time, you know? So I didn't really share it. And then that day I was like, you know what? Since everyone's always asking me how do I get my fragrance to last long? Why do I always smell so good? I said, I am going to share it. And that's exactly what I did. And ever since then, I have never looked back. I just started dropping fragrance content left to right. And here we are today on the Sephora Squad, winning a Fragrance Star Award of 2024, being on the top 25 list of influencers in the United States for fragrances. I'm number 13, right under Fui Monet and Jackie Aina. I have a management company that's managing my brands. I am able to hire a editor to help me edit, and I'm looking for a assistant. Come on, it doesn't get better than that. And now my husband is very supportive. Y'all see him in the vlogs. It's still hard to get him to do a sit down video with y'all, for y'all, but it's not his passion, and I understand that. But now he is just so supportive. He was always supportive. He just didn't want to do it himself. So that's what it was. And I'm just sitting back and like, what if I did not get up and go drop that video? What if I had the same mindset as him and I got really upset and I just said to myself, forget it. I'm just not going to edit this video. We would never be here today. I would have given up. I would still be living paycheck to paycheck. So I'm so happy I bet on myself. I'm really happy that I bet on myself. So that was it for the questions. Now we're going to get into the life updates, what I have been doing, and why I went MIA for 2 weeks. So yeah, y'all, as you guys know, if y'all didn't know already, I went to Hawaii with my husband for a week for our 3rd-year anniversary. We wanted to go to Hawaii for our honeymoon, but we were broke. We didn't have the money, okay? And during that time, it wasn't the time to go. So this was actually my first vacation with my husband, our first time getting on a flight together. So it was very special. It's a time that we will never forget. I have a couple friends that said, like, after Hawaii, I just gotta, you gotta outbeat that. And honestly, I don't think so. Like, that was for our 30th anniversary. 3 is the number of completion. I don't mind next year for our anniversary, we just go out camping, I won't do that because mosquitoes and me don't mix, but I won't mind. Like, it's not a competition for me. I just go with my flow. So we planned this trip for a year when our accountant told us that we were a go because she was helping us look for tickets. So we were not even sure that it was time, because I don't really talk about this, but I do have an accountant that helps me out. They just shoot me a text and then they let me know how the funds are looking, what I need to stop on, if my saving is good, whatever, So I was planning it, but I didn't know that it was a go. So I didn't talk about it with nobody. And when I'm moving like that, I want to move in silence as well too, because you just never know. And what God puts out there for you is for you, but at the same time, you just don't want no bad energy on anything. So I didn't tell nobody. The only person that knew that I was going out of town was my mom and my brother, because my brother, he had to pick up all my packages and stuff like that. So, and I told my mom eventually. And then while I was there, I talked to a few friends. So that was that. But yeah, nobody really knew. So we spent the whole time in Hawaii. It was probably the most luxurious trip I've ever had, obviously, because we're able to afford it, one, and I'm so blessed. I don't really like to talk about money like that, but I will say that I am where I didn't even think of. Let's just say that. Like, I didn't think that I would be here, and I'm so grateful. And we have so much places to go. We got better places to be in. So I'm grateful for that. And then after that, we had a trip for LA. So the moment I got home, all I did was unpack my suitcase and just started packing for LA. And we went to LA. It was a unanimous type of thing. Like, we all voted for each other. It was a squad that was voting for each other. And I didn't believe that I was going to win anything. If you look at the vlog, that's the one thing I kept saying. I'm like, I don't think I'm going to win anything. So when I went, everything was so decked out. It was amazing, as you guys can see in the vlog. And I won an award. And I'm still sitting here looking back at the award. It's right here. Let me just get it for y'all so y'all can see it. It's beautiful. Like, I'm so proud of myself because this is my first award that I won with fragrance behind it. I won it because of my knowledge and expertise in fragrance. And it just means so much to me to have this award. I'm gonna put it back later. Yeah, so we won the award, and then I came back home and I just had to deal with a lot of campaigns and a lot of family stuff as well. So nothing really bad, but just a lot of things that took up my time. And that's why I was off for 2 weeks. I know, because usually if I'm gonna be off, I'll let y'all know, but I just felt like I had to make this Q&A/life update for you guys to really let y'all know that I did not let y'all go. I just been busy, child. There's that. So there's vlogs coming out. You guys are going to see them if y'all didn't see them already. And we're about to go out of town next week again. So it might not look like I'm not consistent because I do have the editor that's really helping me. And I got her to edit in my style. So I'm just going to be uploading. So while I'm out of town for that next week for my birthday, you guys will probably still see the content coming. Okay, so I'm really proud of myself, and I'm proud of you guys for sticking through, because I know a lot of you cherry bums have been here from the beginning, and I really truly appreciate each and every one of you guys. Okay, I love y'all so much. That's basically the update. Nothing really serious. And that was it for the questions. And I'm about to go and create some content. This is the look. I'm about to spray my face. I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you guys would like to see more video like this where I share my thoughts on a few topics, or I do a Q&A, comment down below. I got you. If you didn't get the chance to ask me your specific question, that's because you probably not following me on Instagram, or you probably don't have your notifications on for YouTube, because I also put it on my communities tabs. So be sure to follow me and subscribe to my channel, and follow me on Instagram, where most of the questions will be at, where you can get in contact with me on a deeper level, okay? So I truly hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until we see each other again, please, please, please stay safe and keep on smelling fragrances. Bye, Cherry Bombs.